Networking is such an integral part of my career success, I really don't know where to begin. But I appreciate that for most CPOs and procurement professionals, you mention the N word, networking, and they break into a cold sweat. And I think we've got to realise that networking is really just watering the seeds of opportunity. It's meeting people, understanding, coming from a place of genuine interest and developing relationships. And those relationships can be face-to-face or online, and they can develop into business opportunities, knowledge sharing, and heaven forbid you might even make a friend.
You know, I've had the fortune of being able to transverse a number of industries. So I've worked in global diagnostics, moved across to a global retail wholesaler, and then into oil and gas, to management consulting, and now to energy and resources. And I doubt I would have been able to do all of that lateral type movement unless I had those networks where you actually did work with people that knew your skill set and could see the value that could be brought to a new industry.
My professional network is incredibly valuable to me. I really treasure it. It's like every person in my network is a library or a wealth of information or experience or current learning that they can share with me or opportunity. So for me, it's like a massive resource that I get to call on from time to time.
How has my network benefited my career? Well, I have to admit the best example of that would be that over the last 12 years, none of the career roles or even the consulting roles that I've had have been as a result of me finding an advertisement and applying for it. They've all come as a result of my networks. So my organisational networks, for making sure my executives, my leaders, my peers all know what my strengths are, but more importantly what my interests are.
My network's benefited my career for a lot of different reasons and in a lot of different ways. The primary one has been having the ability to reach out and ask people that I trust and respect, who understand my background, my capabilities, for advice, and then taking that advice on, testing the advice as well. It also hasn't been too bad in helping me get to where I am now through recommendations and people understanding my capabilities.
You really don't know your network until you need it, and that's critical. About 5 years ago, we decided to start our own business outside of the large company environment. And when you do that, you recognize that you need a large network to help you be successful. And I think that's when I first realized how important my network actually was.
But the main benefit for me with networking is that I get to share, I get to listen, I get to learn from my colleagues, and so many times I've walked away from a networking event and walked back into my workplace and implemented a comment, a piece of advice that I've received from my peers.
My network has helped me use my contacts from the hotel industry to be able to transition across to American Express and my new position. And the way that's happened is through contacts. It's through my network and being able to have meaningful conversations with the top level executives that I have already made through my hotel contacts.
The power of your network is absolutely critical to your career. And in this profession, being able to talk to your peers and understand what's happening in other organisations help you work through what your strategies and your thinking is going forward.
Network is a common frame of reference for how people establish a group of connections that can aid them in their career and their career development. No one person's network is right for the next person. Yeah, it's about what you want to achieve and how you want to get there. So you have to focus on the people that can add value to that, the people that you can bring into that network that can work for you.
My network has absolutely benefited my career. In fact, it's probably the pivotal point that has helped my development over the years that I have been in procurement. I think it's really important to remember that your network is both internal and external. There's so many things that I've been able to do that I wouldn't have done if I hadn't have focused on those two different channels of network.